Welcome back to SpeakWise Podcast, your daily place to listen, learn, and speak English naturally. I'm so happy you're here today. Before we begin, take a slow, deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Forget about being perfect. Today's lesson isn't about perfect grammar. It's not about difficult vocabulary. Today's lesson is about confidence. Let me ask you a simple question. When someone asks, "What do you do?" How quickly can you answer? Do the words come naturally? Or do you find yourself saying, let me think. Maybe you've experienced this before. You know exactly what you want to say. You know the vocabulary. You understand the question. But somehow, your mind suddenly goes blank. You start searching for the perfect words. And before you know it, the conversation feels awkward. Here's the good news. Confident English speakers aren't confident because they know every word. They're confident because they don't wait for perfect answers. They simply start speaking. Today, you're going to learn how to do exactly that. Through one real-life story, you'll discover how small changes can make a big difference in the way you speak English. So, put on your headphones, relax, and let's begin. It's Friday afternoon. Emma has just finished another busy week at work. She closes her laptop. She stretches and smiles. What a week. Repeat. What a week. I'm glad it's finally Friday. Repeat. I'm glad it's finally Friday. I've learned so much. Repeat. I've learned so much. Wonderful. Just as Emma is getting ready to leave, she hears a soft knock on her desk. It's Olivia. Hey, Emma. Do you have a minute? Emma smiles. Of course. Repeat. Of course. What can I help you with? Repeat. What can I help you with? Olivia smiles warmly. Our team is going on a weekend retreat tomorrow. We'll spend the day together. There'll be games, lunch, hiking, and lots of conversations. We'd love for you to join us. Emma's smile fades just a little. She wants to go, but she feels nervous. Meeting one person is easy. Talking to 10 new people? That's different. Inside her mind, the questions begin. What if I don't know what to say? What if I speak too slowly? What if everyone notices my mistakes? Have you ever had thoughts like these? If you have, you're not alone. Emma takes a slow breath. Then she smiles. I'd love to come. Repeat. I'd love to come. Thank you for inviting me. Repeat. Thank you for inviting me. Olivia smiles. Great. We're leaving at 8 tomorrow morning. Don't be late. Emma laughs. I won't. Repeat. I won't. Excellent. Later that evening, Emma arrives home. She makes herself a cup of tea. She changes into comfortable clothes. She sits by the window. The sunset paints the sky with soft shades of orange and pink. Normally, Friday evenings help her relax. But tonight, she keeps thinking about tomorrow. So many new people. So many conversations. She quietly opens her notebook. At the top of a blank page, she writes, "Things I can talk about." She begins making a list. My hobbies. My hometown. My favorite books. My favorite food. Why I moved here. Mid-job. She smiles. Maybe I'm more prepared than I thought. Repeat. Maybe I'm more prepared than I thought. Excellent. Then she practices answering simple questions aloud. What do you like to do on weekends? Emma answers, I enjoy hiking. I love reading. I like taking photos. Simple. Naturel. No complicated grammar. No difficult vocabulary. Now it's your turn. Repeat after Emma. I enjoy hiking. I love reading. I like taking photos. Excellent. Notice something important. Emma isn't trying to sound impressive. She's trying to sound natural. And that's exactly what native speakers do. They don't search for fancy words. They simply express their ideas clearly. Now Emma looks at herself in the mirror. She smiles. Then, she says something quietly. I don't have to be perfect. Repeat. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be myself. Repeat. I just have to be myself. Wonderful. Now let's learn today's first native tip. Many English learners answer questions like this. Let me think. I don't know. Instead, native speakers often say, that's a good question. Repeat, that's a good question. Or, well, repeat, well. Or, I'd sigh. Repeat, I'd sigh. These expressions give you a few extra seconds to think. While sounding calm and confident, let's practice. Question. What's your favorite season? Instead of saying, try saying, that's a good question. I'd say, spring. I love the weather. Repeat. That's a good question. I'd say spring. I love the weather. Fantastic. Emma writes these expressions into her notebook. She practices them again and again. With every repetition, she feels a little more confident. The evening becomes quieter. Emma prepares her backpack. A water bottle, a light jacket, a camera, a notebook. Everything is ready. Before going to bed, she looks at tomorrow's schedule one last time. She smiles. Tomorrow won't just be another team event. It will be another opportunity to become a more confident English speaker. She turns off the light. The room becomes quiet. Outside, the city slowly falls asleep. Emma closes her eyes. Tomorrow, she won't try to speak perfect English. Tomorrow, she'll simply start the conversation. And sometimes, that's all confidence really is. As the night grows quieter, Emma has no idea that one simple question tomorrow morning will completely change the way she speaks English forever. Saturday morning arrives. Warm sunlight shines through Emma's bedroom window. She opens her eyes before the alarm rings. She smiles. Today's the day. Repeat after me. Today's the day. I'm ready. Repeat. I'm ready. I'm feeling excited. Repeat. I'm feeling excited. Wonderful. Emma gets dressed. She grabs her backpack. She checks her phone. The time is 7:30. Perfect. She leaves her apartment and walks toward the company parking lot. The morning air feels cool and refreshing. Birds are singing. The streets are quiet. Emma takes a deep breath. This is going to be a great day. Repeat. This is going to be a great day. Excellent. When she arrives, several coworkers are already there. Some are drinking coffee. Others are loading bags into a small bus. Jake waves happily. Morning, Emma. Emma smiles immediately. Morning. No hesitation. No just a natural answer. Excellent. Jake walks over. Ready for today? Emma smiles. Absolutely. Repeat. Absolutely. I've been looking forward to it. Repeat. I've been looking forward to it. Fantastic. Did you notice? Emma didn't answer. Yes. She used a more natural expression. I've been looking forward to it. Native speakers use this phrase when they're excited about something. Repeat again. I've been looking forward to it. Excellent. Soon everyone gets on the bus. Emma finds a seat beside Lily. The driver starts the engine. The trip begins. Soft music plays quietly through the speakers. People begin chatting. Some conversations are loud. Others are soft. Emma listens carefully. Then Jake turns around. So, Emma, coffee or tea? A simple question. Emma doesn't overthink. She smiles. Definitely coffee. Repeat. Definitely coffee. I can't start my day without it. Repeat. I can't start my day without it. Excellent. Jake laughs. Same here. I probably drink too much coffee. Everyone laughs. Now think in English. I love coffee. Repeat. I love coffee. It's my favorite morning drink. Repeat. It's my favorite morning drink. Wonderful. A few minutes later, Lily asks another question. So, what do you usually do on weekends? Emma remembers what she practiced last night. She smiles. I usually go hiking. I enjoy reading. And I like taking photos. Everything comes naturally. She isn't searching for words anymore. Repeat after Emma. I usually go hiking. I enjoy reading. I like taking photos. Excellent. Lily smiles. That sounds fun. You should show us your photos sometime. Emma replies immediately. I'd love to. Repeat. I'd love to. Wonderful. Now, let's practice today's first listening challenge. Listen carefully. Lily says, "You should show us your photos sometime." What does she mean? A. Bring your camera right now. B. She'd like to see your photos one day. C. Delete your photos. The correct answer is B. Great job. Now let's continue. The bus continues down the highway. Green hills pass by outside the windows. The morning sun grows brighter. People begin telling funny stories. Jake suddenly laughs. "You'll never believe what happened to me last weekend." Everyone turns toward him. Emma listens. She doesn't understand every word, but she catches the important ideas. Jake got lost. His phone battery died. He walked for almost 2 hours. Everyone laughs. Emma laughs too. She understood the story. Not every sentence, but the story. That's exactly how real listening works. Repeat. I don't need every word. I need the main idea. Excellent. Now it's time for today's native tip. When someone asks you a question, don't begin with, ugh. Instead, try these natural expressions. Well, repeat. Well, actually, repeat. Actually, that's a good question. Repeat. That's a good question. I'd say. Repeat. I'd say. These expressions sound natural. They also give your brain 1 or 2 extra seconds to think. Now let's practice. Question. What's your favorite movie? Instead of saying, try saying, that's a good question. I'd say, The Pursuit of Happiness. I've watched it several times. Repeat together. That's a good question. I'd say, I've watched it several times. Fantastic. Emma quietly practices these expressions in her mind. She smiles. They really do make speaking easier. Lily notices. What are you smiling about? Emma laughs. I'm practicing English. Lily smiles. Really? You seem very natural already. Emma shakes her head. I still get nervous sometimes. Lily nods. So do I. Emma looks surprised. You do? Of course. Everyone gets nervous. The difference is, we keep talking anyway. Emma thinks about those words. Keep talking anyway. Maybe confidence isn't the absence of fear. Maybe confidence is speaking. Even when you're nervous. Repeat after me. Everyone gets nervous. Keep talking anyway. Confidence grows with practice. Excellent. The bus slows down. The driver smiles in the mirror. We're here. Everyone begins clapping. Emma looks out the window. A beautiful mountain park stretches before her. Tall trees. Fresh air. Blue sky. A peaceful lake in the distance. She smiles. This place is amazing. Repeat. This place is amazing. I can't wait to explore. Repeat. I can't wait to explore. As everyone steps off the bus, Olivia gathers the team together. She smiles warmly. Before we start today's activities, I'd like everyone to introduce themselves. Emma feels her heart beat a little faster. On a be on. People begin speaking. Soon, it will be Emma's turn. She takes a slow, deep breath, smiles, and quietly tells herself, I've got this. The fresh mountain air feels cool against Emma's face. She looks around. Tall pine trees stretch toward the sky. A gentle breeze moves through the leaves. Birds sing somewhere in the distance. Everyone gathers in a large circle near the lake. Olivia steps forward with a warm smile. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad you could all make it. This weekend isn't about work. It's about getting to know each other. Everyone smiles. Olivia continues. We're going to start with a simple activity. I'd like everyone to introduce themselves. Tell us your name, what you enjoy doing, and one interesting fact about yourself. Emma feels her heart beat a little faster. She quietly whispers to herself, I can do this. Repeat. I can do this. I don't need perfect English. Repeat. I don't need perfect English. I just need to be myself. Repeat. I just need to be myself. Excellent. On it be one. People begin introducing themselves. Jake goes first. Hi everyone. I'm Jake. I've been with the company for 3 years. I love basketball. And I make homemade pizza every Friday. Everyone laughs. Next is Sophia. I'm Sophia. I enjoy painting. I have 2 dogs. And I absolutely love traveling. The introductions are simple, friendly, natural. Nobody is trying to sound impressive. Nobody is using difficult vocabulary. Emma notices something important. Everyone is simply sharing a little about themselves. Then Olivia smiles. Emma, you're next. The group turns toward her. Emma stands up slowly. She smiles. Instead of saying, she remembers today's native tip. She begins with confidence. Well, repeat. Well, it's so nice to meet everyone. Repeat. It's so nice to meet everyone. My name is Emma. I recently joined the company. I'm originally from Seattle. I enjoy hiking, reading, and taking photos. She pauses for just a moment. Then she smiles. And one interesting fact about me, I've been learning to cook Italian food. The whole group smiles. Jake laughs. Now I'm hungry. Everyone laughs together. Emma laughs too. The nervous feeling begins to disappear. Repeat after Emma. It's so nice to meet everyone. I recently joined the company. I'm originally from Seattle. I enjoy hiking. I've been learning to cook Italian food. Excellent. Did you notice something? Emma paused, but she never said, She used a natural pause. She smiled. She breathed. And then she continued speaking. That's exactly what confident speakers do. Now it's time for today's native tip. Many English learners think they must fill every second with words. Native speakers don't do that. They pause naturally. Instead of saying, simply smile. Take a breath. Then continue. Silence is okay. Confidence isn't speaking faster. Confidence is staying calm. Repeat after me. It's okay to pause. Repeat. It's okay to pause. I don't have to rush. Repeat. I don't have to rush. I can speak calmly. Repeat. I can speak calmly. Wonderful. Olivia smiles proudly. Great job, Emma. That was wonderful. Emma smiles. Thank you. I was a little nervous. Jake laughs. We couldn't tell. Repeat. We couldn't tell. Excellent. Now the first activity begins. Everyone pairs up with someone they don't know very well. Emma is paired with Noah. They sit together at a picnic table overlooking the lake. Noah smiles. So, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Emma thinks. She doesn't panic. She smiles. That's a great question. Repeat. That's a great question. I'd probably visit Italy. I've always wanted to see Rome. And of course, I'd love to try authentic Italian food. Noah smiles. Great choice. I've been there. It's incredible. Emma becomes curious. Really? What was your favorite part? The people, the food, and walking through the old streets. Emma listens carefully. She's completely focused on the conversation, not on her mistakes, not on grammar, just on communication. Now let's practice together. If you could travel anywhere, where would you go? Repeat. I'd probably visit Japan. Or, I'd probably visit Canada. Or, I'd probably visit Australia. Notice how natural this sounds. I'd probably. Native speakers use this expression all the time when answering questions. Now it's time for today's listening challenge. Listen carefully. Noah says, I'd probably go back next summer. What does he mean? A. He's planning to return. B. He's leaving today. C. He doesn't like Italy. The correct answer is A. Excellent. Emma smiles. I'm starting to answer more naturally. Noah nods. I noticed. You don't seem nervous anymore. Emma laughs softly. I still am. I've just stopped worrying about sounding perfect. Noah smiles. That's the secret. People remember your smile. They remember your kindness. They almost never remember your grammar mistakes. Emma thinks about those words. Maybe she had been focusing on the wrong thing all along. The afternoon continues. The group laughs together. They tell stories. They play games. They encourage one another. Without realizing it, Emma has spoken English for almost an hour, and something amazing has happened. She hasn't said even once, not because she became perfect, but because she learned to trust herself. As everyone walks toward the next activity, Olivia claps her hands. All right, everyone. It's time for the team challenge. Emma smiles. She has no idea that the next activity will ask her to speak in front of everyone once again. But this time, she'll discover just how much her confidence has grown. Olivia claps her hands with a bright smile. All right, everyone. It's time for our team challenge. The group cheers. Emma looks around curiously. What kind of challenge? Jake laughs. Don't worry. It's fun. Olivia explains the activity. Each team will receive a simple problem to solve. You'll have 15 minutes to work together. Then one person from each team will present your idea. Emma smiles. Present? In front of everyone? Just a few days ago, that thought would have terrified her. But today, something feels different. She quietly tells herself, I can do this. Repeat after me. I can do this. I'm ready to try. Repeat. I'm ready to try. Wonderful. The group is divided into small teams. Emma joins Jake, Lily, Noah, and Sophia. Olivia hands them a card. The challenge reads, Plan the perfect one-day trip for visitors coming to your city. Jake smiles. This should be easy. Everyone begins sharing ideas. We should visit the lake. What about the art museum? They have to try the local food. Emma listens carefully. She smiles. Then she speaks. I think we should start with breakfast at a local cafe. Everyone looks at her. Jake nods immediately. That's a great idea. Sophia adds, and after breakfast? We could walk through the old town. Emma smiles. Her ideas are helping. Her English doesn't need to be perfect. It simply needs to be clear. Repeat. That's a great idea. We could walk through the old town. Excellent. For the next several minutes, everyone shares suggestions. No one interrupts. Everyone listens. Everyone builds on each other's ideas. Emma notices something important. Confident conversations aren't about speaking the most. They're about helping the conversation move forward. Now think in English. I have an idea. Repeat. I have an idea. What do you think? Repeat. What do you think? I agree. Repeat. I agree. That's interesting. Repeat. That's interesting. Excellent. Soon. Olivia walks over. Time's up. Everyone laughs. Jake looks around the group. So, who's going to present? A short silence fills the air. Emma looks at her teammates. Then, without overthinking, she quietly raises her hand. I'll do it. Everyone smiles. Jake gives her a thumbs up. You've got this. Repeat. I'll do it. You've got this. Wonderful. Emma walks to the front of the group. About 20 people are looking at her. She feels butterflies in her stomach. Her hands are slightly cold. Her heart beats faster. But instead of saying, she smiles. She takes one slow breath. Then she begins. Good afternoon, everyone. Repeat. Good afternoon, everyone. Our team planned a fun one-day trip for visitors. Repeat. Our team planned a fun one-day trip for visitors. We'd start the morning with breakfast at a local cafe. Repeat. We'd start the morning with breakfast at a local cafe. Then we'd explore the old town. Visit the art museum. Have lunch by the river. And finish the day by watching the sunset at the lake. She smiles. Thank you. The group applauds. Not because her English was perfect, because she communicated clearly. Olivia smiles proudly. Excellent presentation. You spoke clearly. You smiled, and everyone understood you. Emma feels proud. Repeat after me. Excellent presentation. Thank you. I'm glad everyone understood. Fantastic. Now it's time for today's native tip. When native speakers give presentations, they don't try to sound perfect. Instead, they use simple transitions. Listen carefully. First, repeat. First, then. Repeat. Then. After that. Repeat. After that. Finally. Repeat. Finally. These small words organize your ideas. They also give you a moment to think. That's why native speakers use them all the time. Now let's practice. First, we'll have breakfast. Then, we'll visit the museum. After that, we'll have lunch. Finally, we'll watch the sunset. Excellent. Now, it's time for today's listening challenge. Listen carefully. Olivia says, "You explained everything clearly." What does she mean? A. Emma spoke so softly that nobody could hear her. B. Emma organized her ideas well, and everyone understood. C. Emma forgot her presentation. The correct answer is B. Great job. Emma walks back to her team. Jake smiles. "I told you you'd do great." Emma laughs. "I was still nervous." Jake nods. "Of course. So was everyone else." Emma looks surprised. "Really?" Jake smiles. Confidence isn't about feeling no fear. It's about speaking, even when you're nervous. Emma quietly repeats those words in her mind. Speaking, even when you're nervous. Maybe. That was the lesson she had been searching for all along. The afternoon continues with more games. Everyone laughs together. People cheer each other on. Emma notices something incredible. She's speaking more than she has all week. She's answering questions immediately. She's asking questions naturally. She's laughing without worrying about her grammar. Without realizing it, she has completely forgotten about saying, As the sun slowly begins to set behind the mountains, Olivia gathers everyone together one last time. "I have one final question for all of you." Emma smiles. This morning, she would have been afraid. Now, she can't wait to answer. But the question Olivia is about to ask will become the most important conversation of the entire weekend. The golden sunlight slowly fades behind the mountains. The cool evening air feels peaceful. Everyone gathers one last time before heading home. Some people are taking pictures. Others are laughing together. Emma smiles as she looks around. Just this morning, these people were strangers. Now, they feel like friends. Olivia steps forward with a warm smile. "Before we leave, I'd like everyone to answer one final question." The group becomes quiet. Olivia continues. "In one sentence, what did you learn today?" "Anne be Anne." People begin answering. Jake smiles. "I learned that teamwork makes everything easier." Sophia laughs. "I learned I should spend more time outdoors." Noah says, "I learned that it's okay to slow down sometimes." Then, Olivia looks at Emma. "What about you?" Emma smiles. She doesn't rush. She doesn't panic. She doesn't say, She simply pauses, takes one slow breath, looks at everyone, and begins speaking. "I learned that confidence doesn't come before speaking. It comes because we speak." The group becomes completely silent. Emma continues. "This morning, I was afraid I'd make mistakes. I thought everyone would notice. But today, I realized something. People don't care about perfect English. They care about real conversations. They care about kindness. They care about listening. And when I stopped trying to be perfect, I finally started enjoying every conversation. For a moment, nobody says anything. Then, everyone begins clapping. Not because Emma used perfect grammar, not because she spoke like a native speaker, but because she spoke from the heart. Repeat after me. Confidence comes because we speak. Repeat. People care about real conversations. Repeat. I enjoy speaking English. Repeat. Every conversation helps me grow. Excellent. Jake smiles. "You know, I never noticed your mistakes." Emma laughs. "You didn't?" Jake shakes his head. "I noticed your smile. I noticed your positive attitude. And I noticed that you always kept trying." Emma smiles. Those words stay with her. Sometimes, the things we worry about are things nobody else even notices. Now let's practice today's final native tip. When you need a second to think, don't fill the silence with Instead, pause. Smile. Then continue. Silence isn't your enemy. It's part of natural communication. Native speakers pause all the time. The difference is, they pause confidently. Repeat after me. It's okay to pause. Repeat. I don't need perfect words. Repeat. I can speak with confidence. Repeat. Wonderful. Now it's time for today's final listening challenge. Listen carefully. Jake says, I noticed your confidence. What does he mean? A. Emma spoke without any mistakes. B. Emma looked comfortable and kept communicating. C. Emma spoke faster than everyone else. The correct answer is B. Excellent work. As everyone boards the bus, the sky slowly grows darker. Soft music begins playing again. People are tired, but they're happy. Emma sits by the window. She watches the mountains disappear behind the trees. She quietly reflects on everything that happened today. This morning, she worried about saying the wrong thing. Now, she's smiling because she understands something that every fluent speaker eventually learns. Fluency isn't about speaking quickly. Fluency isn't about using difficult vocabulary. Fluency isn't about sounding perfect. Fluency is feeling comfortable enough to start, to continue, to connect with people. Now, think in English. I enjoy talking to people. Repeat. I enjoy talking to people. I can answer naturally. Repeat. I can answer naturally. I trust myself. Repeat. I trust myself. Every conversation makes me stronger. Repeat. Every conversation makes me stronger. Fantastic. The bus arrives back in the city. Emma steps outside. The evening streets are calm. She begins walking home. As she reaches her apartment, she unlocks the door, places her backpack on the chair, makes herself a warm cup of tea. Then she opens the same notebook she used the night before. Yesterday, she wrote, "Things I can talk about." Tonight, she writes something completely different. "Today, I stopped waiting to be perfect." She smiles. Then she writes one more sentence. "Today, I became a more confident English speaker." She closes the notebook, looks out the window, and quietly says, "I'm proud of myself." Repeat. I'm proud of myself. Excellent. Now I'd like to ask you one question. When someone asks you something in English tomorrow, will you wait for the perfect answer? Or will you simply begin speaking? Remember, every confident English speaker started exactly where you are today. They felt nervous. They made mistakes. They forgot words. But they kept talking, and that's why they improved. You can do the same. One question, one answer, one conversation at a time. Before we finish today's lesson, let's say these affirmations together. I don't need perfect English. Repeat. I don't need perfect English. I can speak naturally. Repeat. I can speak naturally. I believe in myself. Repeat. I believe in myself. I grow every day. Repeat. I grow every day. Confidence comes with practice. Repeat. Confidence comes with practice. Excellent. Take one slow, deep breath. Smile. You showed up today. You practiced. You listened. And every minute you spend doing that brings you one step closer to fluency. Thank you so much for spending this time with me on SpeakWise Podcast. It truly means the world to me that you're part of this growing community. If today's lesson gave you a little more confidence, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to SpeakWise Podcast, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new English learning adventure. Every week, we'll share new stories, practice real conversations, train your listening, build your confidence, and help you speak English naturally. If you know someone who's learning English, share this lesson with them. Let's grow together. One sentence, one story, one confident conversation at a time. Until next time, keep listening, keep speaking, keep smiling, and never let the fear of making mistakes stop you from using your English. This is SpeakWise Podcast, where confidence grows, one conversation at a time. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.